Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Today we're going to do the SP53 Bolo from Ontario, a really good chopper. But before we do that, let's do this. 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. It's a number we bring up every day. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. You fought for us. Let us raise awareness for you. We back the blue. We support Leo. How do we do that, Megatron?
We don't break the damn law.
Absolutely. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Listen, real quick, before we get into the video, Megatron and I would like to pass on our heartfelt condolences to Mama Shredder on the loss of her grandfather. We are truly sorry, and we're praying for you.
We love you guys and support you. Anything you need, even if you just need to call somebody and just scream, we're here.
Absolutely. We love you guys. Now, on to the video.
Adios.
Well, thank you, Megatron, for joining me. I tell you, that girl dresses up any video she's in. Well, there we had old Scab showing off at just true athleticism, strength. Hey, how you doing, Scab? Good seeing you, son. We'll jump on in this thing. Now, let me go ahead and tell you a couple things here. The SP53 Bolo has a 10-inch blade with about a 9.5-inch cutting surface, 5 1/8-inch handle. It is one of my favorite handles sizes, for sure. The handle is rubberized. Now, I'd have to check with Keith and see blade material on this. It is definitely 1/4-inch thick. It's 1/4-inch all the way down to about an inch from the point. I don't think you could consider it a distal taper. This thing is a pry bar that's sharpened, and I absolutely love it. When I think of a chopper, I think of something like this. It's a beast. It really is. Now, here's the mistake I made. This is about a 5 1/2, 6-inch diameter tree. It don't look that big because I'm standing there, but it's that big, trust me. Now, I think we cut this thing off at 3 or 4 minutes. I chopped on it for about 13 minutes. Here's the problem with chopping on it for 13 minutes with no gloves and a rubberized handle. It ate my hand alive, son. Now, the handle is incredibly comfortable. It's my own dumbass fault, and that's something that we need to discuss here and there. I know nobody likes using gloves, and we all like being tough, but here's the deal. I should have had enough common sense after shoveling all day to just slide on a little glove for this test. I didn't, and I paid the price for it. It's okay. Now, this thing is like a hand axe. I am a big fan of it. I believe the edge bevel is around 25 degrees. I can tell you that after all the chopping, all the beating, all of that, y'all see all them chips flying? Not 1 ounce of edge damage. I can't speak. Like I got a stroke or something. But this thing blasted. We got all the way down. And then wherever this thing cuts off, I think my camera, every now and then, my damn assistant thing will kick on. So I can tell you, I was not a happy camper when I got back to the camera and realized it had stopped. But we got enough chopping. Now I'm gonna do a second part to this video because I did this chopping on this tree, and I chopped on a 2x4, and then we got down with the Donnie B all day drop and stabbed, all that stuff we do. There's a couple more tests I'd like to do on it, but I figured I'd put that in another video in the next day or so, just clean up the edge a little bit. Well, there was no edge damage, but I would like to maybe run it through the work sharp a time or two, since it is a 25-degree edge bevel. Just clean it up and do some sharpness stuff with it. Now, I can tell you this. This would be something. I don't camp. We all know I don't, because my fat ass ain't laying out in the way. I'll camp at the Holiday Inn. I mean, now, I enjoy acting like I'm camping. I'll go out here when it's cold and snowy and stuff, and we can set stuff up and sit there till we get tired, and then I'm going to the Holiday Inn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you got a cot and a mat and all that stuff. I've been watching a bunch of videos on it. I'm not far from taking it on, but as we stand right now, I'll probably head to the Holiday Inn. But I can tell you this, I would take this with me simply because it is an absolute hand axe. Now, this is an ultra hard piece of wood because old Scab's not going to find one that's easy to do. No, sir. That wouldn't be the way. I had to find the hardest one I could and then chop into a knot. So, I'm cleaning it out there, using the tip to clean it out. Smart move there, Scab, so you don't just keep beating it and beating it, beating it, which I do anyway. Look up, little winded there, it's okay. Now you can tell I'm getting some really good dry. The beautiful thing about the 5 1/8 inch handle, there we go, that's where it cut off on me. Now look, right here, after beating on that tree, y'all see no edge damage. Y'all also see I had to put on a glove because I got blisters on top of blisters. Again, my fault. I was helping Megatron today while she was at work. I was out back digging up some irrigation trenches and cutting through roots. So I had a day full of shoveling and then went down there and just should have had better common sense. Now, this 2x4 is not the best. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, and y'all will see that. It's one I found on the construction site. But I figured, hey, this thing is a chopper. The SP53 Bolo from Ontario is a chopper. That's what it is. It chops. Now, I will do some stab tests with it probably tomorrow. Maybe some slicing tests because it does have that good recurve. But this thing is a tough, tough, tough product. You ain't breaking it, son. I can tell you that. Because I slammed it. Now you can see where that recurve is biting into that wood. Got some really, really good bites on it. Really good. And then this thing, it just about exploded, this 2x4. But you can see there, and again, no edge damage. It did the job it was supposed to do. Now, I know a lot of guys, it's heavy and blah, blah, blah. But again, if I do go camping, I'm not hiking 57 miles to the campsite. I'm going to pull up my truck, El Diablo, throw my stuff out, and we're going to get with it. So I would definitely have this. Right here, we just did some dicking around with the little bit of wood processing, messing around. Now, here we go. That's the other side, the other reason that I like big, heavy choppers. And this thing weighs more than the Preacher. I'll tell you that. But the reason I like them is this. If for some reason, if you were stuck in a situation where, or say we were kayaking and we got stuck and we had to make an emergency shelter, even if this thing ain't super duper sharp, it's got enough weight, you swing it hard enough, stuff's going in twain, son. That's going to happen. Now, I can't tell you that I would do all of what I'm doing here, because no, Lord only knows what it is. There we go. Just swinging. Okay, now here's where I just kind of lost my mind. I thought it'd be a good idea to do, like jam the knife in it and then do like, hand baton it. I don't know why I thought that'd be a good idea. At this point, you do what you can. One thing I did accomplish by doing this was sinking it down in that board. And in a minute, I'm going to grab my baton stick like I got some sense and go at it. Now, it split the wood perfectly. And again, there's old Scab just out there bushcrafting it up, son. And like I got sense. Now, I will say this. Had I been smart and done the right thing and either dried my hand off or wore a little glove when I was chopping the tree, I'd have been fine. Y'all know I don't wear a lot of gloves. Y'all know I do a ton of chopping videos. It was just one that I probably got a little too comfortable with and should not have. And then the other thing is, by the time I realized it was a problem, I just kept going. Old Scab's not the smartest in the world. Y'all can believe that. You can probably look and see I'm looking at my hand there going, dog. Now, here I'm going to show y'all. There we go. Now, we're going to come up here. Look at that blade, son. We're going to come up here and do the Donnie B all day drop test. And move my wood processing there. Got my purple handkerchief for my boy E. There we go. Now, this thing is well balanced. That's the other thing. And I like Ontario products. For the money, they are tough to beat. You get a heck of a chopper here. I mean, it's big, it's heavy, it's durable. Now, it threw real well too. It threw a lot better than I throw most of them. I'm gonna tell y'all that, son. Right here, back up a little bit. Look at that thing. It moved the whole stump. It's got some weight to it now. Here we go. Boom. Well, Scab, a professional dart thrower there. Well, guys, I love you. Oh, look at that. Look at him move, son. Like a cat out there. Well, guys, we come to this part, and it's time to say goodbye. I love you. This is the end of part 1. God bless you. Mama Shredder, again, all our condolences. Well, I'm Scab. You're not. Son, I'm gone.